Hey everyone, it's Brandon here. Today we have a back and bi strength training workout. So in today's workout, all we're gonna need are some free weights and an exercise mat. If you don't have any free weights, you can use some soup cans, anything that gives you some resistance. And if you don't have an exercise mat, just use a towel, or you can lay down on the ground if you have like maybe if you're on a rug or carpet or something like that, perfectly fine. But if you have an exercise mat, let's use the exercise mat. So each exercise will be 45 seconds. We have 6 to do, but 8 total things. You'll see what I mean by that. So with that said, we're gonna get started and warm up in place. So we're just gonna jog in place, get the heart rate up, get the blood flowing. And we'll just do this for maybe like 25 seconds or so. And if you guys want, you can get some jumping jacks in as well, and even get some circles in too. Yeah, I'll give you guys a few tips when we do the upper body exercises on where the weight should be at, because some you'll need to go a little bit heavier than others, and some obviously a little lighter. So I'll give you guys some tips on that one. So if you have a couple of variations of free weights, make sure to have both of them or a few of them nearby. All right, so we're gonna start with reverse flies. So with reverse flies, we're gonna grab weights and we're gonna slightly bend the knees. We wanna bend our elbows as we come up. You're almost making like an O when you come up right here, and you're gonna squeeze your back muscles together, but you don't wanna go wide. You're just gonna bend your elbows when you come back. So 45 seconds, I wouldn't go super heavy on this weight to start. And we're gonna get started. So, just like this, just bend your elbows as you come back, kind of squeeze your lats together. And the nice thing about this one is it works a lot of different parts of your upper body, I should say. It's gonna work your arms, but it's gonna work the back of your arms, the upper part of your back, the back of your shoulders. So it works a lot of parts and very effective. It's just for some people, it can be a little awkward or uncomfortable, but it's a very effective exercise. Okay, so we got about 10 seconds left. Let's go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the next exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bent over row. We're gonna do a wide one arm bent over row. So we're gonna hold the weight, have one leg out in front, and we're gonna come up and then row it wide. So we're not gonna hold it in like this. We're gonna come back, and you wanna have your palms down towards the ground. Keep your elbow up. So we're gonna go 45 seconds on each side. Ready, go. So one leg will be out in front for balance, and then row it up. So I keep that elbow up, row it all the way towards your shoulder. Balance-wise on this one, I like to have the one leg, or the leg on the same side of the arm out in front, but more than anything, it's whatever's more comfortable for you. So when you're doing this one as well, when you're off to the side, make sure to keep your back somewhat straight. I mean, you're gonna be bent down a little bit, and feel free when you're doing this one to take breaks whenever you need to. Having your arm out wide, you'll feel that in your shoulder a lot more than just rowing it like this. So we got 2, 1. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. Push this other weight off to the side. All right, let's get started. So same thing again, one arm row, keep that elbow wide. Now weight-wise on this one, I would say you're definitely gonna go a little less than if you're just doing a row like this. A lot of it's gonna depend if you have any sort of a shoulder issue. Definitely gonna go a little bit lighter. I would say most of the women that are doing this one, you might be between 8 to 12 pounds on each arm. Some of the men might be anywhere between 15 to 25, depending on your strength level. But that's gonna vary from person to person. Okay, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna put that down. Now we have wide bicep curls. This one you might go a little bit heavier on, but depending on how your arms are feeling right now, they might be a little fatigued. But we're gonna hold 2 weights. Regular bicep curls are here in front. These ones we're gonna go wide. So we're gonna curl it up, keeping our arms wide. All right, let's get started. So let's grab our weights. And just like this. So make sure when you do this exercise, especially as your arms start to fatigue and you start to get tired, that you still maintain, you really have really good form, really good posture, and you're not swinging your body up to try to get those reps in. If the weight's too heavy, go lower on the weight. You want to keep your back straight, and then just basically keep those elbows tucked in to your sides, and then curl it up. When you curl it up and you go wider, you start to feel it a little bit more in the upper part of your bicep than on the lower part. So we got 2 seconds, 1, that's good right there. Now the weights here will probably be right around the same. We're gonna do hammer curls. So now we're gonna curl it up towards our chest. Same rules apply, keep your back straight and try not to swing the arms as you come up. Okay, ready, go. So again, keep your back straight, all the way up right here. Now, if your arms are starting to get really, really tired, that's perfectly okay. I mean, I think doing the 4 arm exercises, and one of them obviously doing each side, so technically 5 things for the upper body. Yeah, that'll definitely get you pretty fatigued. So maintain your good posture and your good form. I would say on most of these exercises, as I itch my nose right now, most of the exercises try to get anywhere between about maybe 15 to 20 reps. If you think you can get 25 in, feel free. We got 4 seconds left. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna get our exercise mat out, and we're gonna get down on our knees on this one. So with this one, we're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg, and we're gonna keep that position up right here, and we're gonna go up together, down together. So you're gonna feel this one. You'll feel a little bit in your shoulders, but it's a great lower back stretch and helps strengthen your lower back. Also might even feel a little bit in your glutes. So we're gonna go 45 seconds on each side. Ready, go. But make sure you're gonna go up together and down together. Nice and steady. This is not an exercise where you want to try to go really fast on that. You just want to go nice and steady as you come up. Don't necessarily need to hold it, but as you come up, just go nice and slow as you come up. And you're definitely going to feel that, like I said, right here in your glutes and definitely in your lower back. Take breaks whenever you need to, and if you find yourself having a hard time balancing, where you keep almost wanting to tip over, make sure that you are on your opposite arm and opposite leg, and you're not on the same side. That's how people tend to tip over a little bit more. Okay, so we got 6 seconds. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna switch it over, other side, go. So same thing again, up together, down together. You will start to notice one side might be a little bit easier, one side might be a little bit harder. You might even be a little bit more coordinated on one side. Yeah, that's perfectly okay. So if you have a hard time more on one side, totally normal. All right, so again, up together, down together. Okay, so we still got about 15 seconds left. If you can't go up and down, maybe you just can't get the coordination right, feel free to just hold it right here. That's another way you can do this exercise as well. We got 5 seconds left. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. So this next exercise, we're gonna do Supermans. So with Supermans right here, we're gonna be on our stomach, have our arms out in front, or you can even put them off to the side. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to go up and down on this one, or you can hold it. Either one is perfectly okay. So you can hold this position, or you could just go up and down just like that. If you have shoulder issues, you might want to bend your elbows as you come up, or you can keep your hands to the side and come up off the ground. Okay, ready, go. So when we're doing this one, if you go straight here and you go up and down, I'm so tall, I'm like way off this mat right now. But you're gonna go up and down here. If your feet tap the ground or your arms hit the ground, that's okay. They don't need to stay off the whole time, but the more you keep them off the ground, the more you'll get kind of hyperextension on the back, and you'll feel that in your lower back pretty good. Now, if you need to modify it, like I said, you can have your elbows bent and come up. You can even also have your arms off to the side, And if you really need to modify it, just have your arms off to the side, keep your feet on the ground, and then just go up and down. But like I said, you can also hold it as well. Let's go 3, 2, 1. All right, so that was one set for you guys with all those exercises. We're gonna do everything 2 more times. If you're thirsty, feel free to go grab some water, and we're gonna get started soon. Give you guys like 30 seconds. Make sure too, when you're doing these exercises and you go into your second set, make sure to push the mat off to the side so you don't trip or slip on it. Make sure it's off to the side. Sometimes people aren't paying attention to their surroundings. They try to grab their weights, they have their foot on the mat and they slip and they might twist a knee, maybe even sprain an ankle. So just be very cautious about that. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start again in about 8 seconds or so. Then we're going to go back to those reverse flies. Okay, so grab your weights. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so again, remember, bend your knees slightly, bend your elbows as you come back, and just kind of squeeze those back muscles together as you come back. And I think one thing that's kind of nice too, when you really push yourself and you really concentrate on certain parts of the body, like we're doing this one with with your upper back or your lower back, you might be really sore there the next day. So it really concentrates on working that particular area. It's nice to do total body and a little bit of everything, but if you really want to feel it the next day, definitely try to maximize those days. I wouldn't go out and do like 10 exercises on one area. Let's go 2, 1. But if you pick 3 or 4 exercises on one, back or biceps or chest or whatever that might be, that's how you can really feel it the next day. Okay? All right, so we're gonna go one arm or wide one arm rows out in front. Keep that elbow up. Go. So again, row it all the way up here. But I would say this though, I wouldn't do back tomorrow. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. You'd probably be a little sore. So I'd take a couple days off. Not of exercise in general, but take a couple days off of work in that particular area. Like so, I'll give you an example. So like this one really doesn't have a lot of ab exercises. We have a couple core exercises with the up and downs and we have Supermans, but we're not doing anything on abs. So maybe tomorrow you might want to focus on maybe doing something that's more abdominal oriented as far as getting more ab exercises in, maybe even getting some good cardio exercise in as well. Okay, let's switch it over. So I like to mix it up. Okay, ready, go. I like to mix it up as much as possible. I'll kind of go off to the side right here for you guys. Just so you're not doing the same thing, you don't get bored with the same workouts every single time. But there's so many different variations on how you can do different exercises and how you can work certain muscles. So it's good to just not do the same thing every time. Plus you don't get, like I said, you don't get bored. You don't plateau as much when you change it up. Okay, we've got about 12 seconds left. And let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna go back to the wide bicep curls and then hammer curls right after that. Okay, go. So again, wide bicep curls here first. And 2, I don't know if I said this at the very beginning, but even though it's upper body and you might not get as tired as you normally would, maybe if you were doing cardio exercises, always, always, always on all these exercises, make sure to continue to breathe and try not to hold your breath in. I'm telling you, it's gonna make a big difference with your workouts. You're still gonna get tired, but definitely will be a lot tougher. And there's a lot of internal things that happen if you start to hold your breath too, with how your heart rate works and blood flow, blood pressure, all that stuff. Okay. I knew we were getting close. I didn't know if that was an 11 or a 1. All I saw was a 1 at first. Okay, we're gonna go to hammer curls. Let's go. We're gonna go right into it. We're trying to go a lot quicker on the second and third set, just so we can really push those target areas that we're trying to go for in this workout. But I'll tell you one thing, you keep going without stopping on these weights, holy cow. Yeah, your arms get really fatigued, and if you have to stop for a second too, maybe your hands are hurting a little bit or your arms are on fire, it's okay to stop for a second and then just get right back into it. But with most of these exercises, like I said, try to get at least 15 to 20 reps in. Doesn't mean necessarily stop when you get to 20, but try to get 15 to 20 reps in. So we got 6 seconds left. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now let's grab our mat again. We're gonna do the up and down, so opposite arm up, opposite leg up. Ready? And go. One thing I will say too, so you're doing this exercise here, you're going up and down. Now, if you have any knee problems and it gets really hard to do, one thing you can do, you can also double up on the mat right here. It gives you a little bit more support. If it's just really hard to be on your knee, another way to kind of work this out is if you're upright right here, you can kind of hold on to something and then just maybe like extend all the way back with your leg. You can also maybe hold on to something and then go up together, down together. That's a little bit, requires a little bit more coordination because you'd have to go opposite there. But there's always different things you can be doing. You don't have to necessarily just sit it out because you can't do that exercise. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Switch it over and go. So other side. So again, up together, down together. And like I said, if the coordination just gets really hard, you can also just hold it. Now, if you hold it, you want to make sure that you're keeping your leg up as much as possible and your arm up as much as possible. You don't want to drop it down here. You're not going to feel this as much. You want to keep it up so you get that hyperextension of your arms and your legs, so you can start to feel that right here in your lower abs, I'm sorry, your lower back, and a little bit in your glutes, like I said. So we got 15 seconds left. We should keep breathing. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna get down on Superman's again. Remember, on our chest or on our stomach, lift our chest up, come up and down. Okay, ready, go. Now, if any of you guys have a hard time actually getting down to the ground or even being in this position, another exercise you can even do is you can even just go into and do a plank instead. So if knees have to be on the ground, or obviously do the regular plank when your knees are off the ground, that's another exercise you can do if you're not able to do this one. But otherwise, go up together, down together. You're not going to get a lot of reps in. You're not going to want to go really fast on this exercise. Nice and slow. Again, if you can get 15 roughly to 20 reps in, that's a good number to go for. So we got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we are done with 2 sets. We got 1 more to go. Grab a quick sip of water, and then we're gonna get started on the last round coming up here in about 20, 25 seconds or so. Push that off to the side. Push that off to the side right here. And then we're gonna go back to those reverse flies. Again, reverse flies. Yeah, I would say a good tip for you guys, especially when you're doing weights, is, people ask, how much weight should you be doing? Should it be light? Should it be heavier? If there's 10 seconds left, 15 seconds left, and it's still really easy, definitely need to go heavier the next time. If you're feeling it pretty good, I'd keep it right there. You don't need to be completely struggling where it's really hard to get it up, but you definitely want to make sure you're feeling it. Okay, all right guys, reverse flies, ready, go. So again, bend our knees slightly, come all the way up, make that O, bend those elbows as you come back so you feel that in the back of your shoulders and in your back as well. And one thing I've even told clients in the past when they're doing this exercise is as you squeeze and you come back, you're almost squeezing like your shoulder blades kind of back together when you're doing that one. So you're kind of contracting right here in the middle. It's a little hard to tell you exactly how it's gonna feel, but when you do it, you'll kind of know what I mean by coming back and kind of squeezing those together. Let's go 3, 2, 1. That's good right there. It's a lot easier to actually point to it and show you if you were here. But like I said, just squeeze those back, or squeeze your upper back muscles when you come back. Okay, so we're gonna go one arm wide, one arm rows again. Let's go. So row it towards your chest, just right here. Another thing too, I know I showed you guys this on the first round, that if you're doing this one, you could also row it in. If you have a shoulder issue and this just gets really hard to go wide right here, then just keep that in close towards the body and then row it towards your chest. But otherwise, try to keep it up because we're really trying to focus on the upper part of the back and the back of your shoulders. One thing that's nice about when you do all these exercises is when you start to strengthen your back, a lot of times too, we sit at jobs, we're leaning forward a lot, so our posture isn't the best. Doing this will help kind of rotate the shoulders back and we build a little bit better posture. Let's go 2, 1, that's good right there. All right, we're gonna switch sides, go to the other side. We're gonna repeat that again. We're gonna build better posture, say that 5 times fast, with all these exercises that we do. Ready, go. So, a lot of times what'll happen is I'll start to get clients and people that come in that tend to work a lot of jobs, maybe where they're driving a lot, maybe they're at a desk job and they're constantly just leaning forward like this. So building strength in your lower back and even your upper back too will help, obviously, help against any back problems you might have, but then also, like I said, it actually helps with better posture as well. So 15 seconds left. Hope that made sense for you. Hey, it's a lot to handle actually having to look at the stopwatch, do the exercise and explain. Okay, we got 6 seconds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna go back to the wide bicep curls. Okay, ready, go. I've had lower back pain before. I've never had significant knee problems or foot problems or shoulder problems or neck problems or anything like that. But man, I'll tell you one thing. The lower back hurting that to where you can't even move has got to be the worst pain you can experience with an injury. It's just, it controls your body. I mean, everything with your whole spinal cord and everything as well, because when you hurt your back so bad, when it's hard to even just walk like this, I mean, it's so excruciatingly painful. I mean, even if you have a knee issue, you can kind of limp around. A shoulder issue, you can still walk around, but it's harder to grab stuff. Let's go 2, 1. But yeah, if you hurt your back, not good, no bueno. So definitely you want to make sure you strengthen your lower back and just your whole backside as much as possible so you can maintain that good posture and good form when you do the exercises as well. All right, so we got hammer curls. Ready, go. So keep your back straight, come all the way up. I want everyone to try to shoot for at least 20 reps on this exercise. If you get more, fantastic, but try to shoot for 20 reps. And doing that without swinging the arms back and forth. And again, make sure to keep breathing. We're gonna come all the way up to our shoulders as we come down. Okay, we got about 15 seconds, so from right now, try to get at least 5 to 7 more reps in. 5 to 7 more reps. Okay, 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna put those weights off to the side. Grab our mat. And again, opposite arm to opposite leg, or I should say opposite arm, opposite leg, up together, down together. Okay, that'd be kind of hard if you're reaching to your opposite side. Okay, ready, go. So again, up together, down together. Keep that arm straight, leg straight, and keep your back bent down. The nice thing about this workout, it might be a little tougher to do it at work just because if you don't have the weights, but this is a great workout that you can do at home. And not to say you're not gonna get sweaty doing this workout, because obviously it depends on the temperature you have, how hydrated you are, but it's not a crazy cardio workout. So if you are looking for a workout that you can do, maybe during a break that you have, or you just really don't wanna get sweaty, this might be a really good workout to do for that. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch over to the other side. and go. Compared to, workouts that I might have you guys do a ton of cardio, and keep going though, guys, keep going. A ton of cardio or, burpees, things like that, that's gonna get your heart rate up, gonna get you really breathing hard, and gonna get you really sweating hard. This is a good workout that if you're in a hurry and you're like, I need to get a good workout in, but I can't really afford to really sweat a lot because I have to be somewhere, great workout to do. All right, we got about 12 seconds left. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are down to the last exercise for the workout. So Supermans again, up together, down together, or just hold it, go. Again, remember, you can just hold this exercise if you want, or up and down, and like I said, if you have to have your arms off to the side, that's okay too. The main thing you're trying to do is just get your chest off the ground, so you kind of hyperextend your back, so you can really feel that in the lower part of your back. Still got about 20 seconds left. A little bit more than 20, it's like 22 seconds. And again, if you want to just hold it, feel free to hold it. And like I said, if you want to make it really hard, you would have your arms out in front. The only thing is when your arms are out in front, it's going to get your shoulders a lot more. So be careful there. So let's have everybody keep holding it or go up and down. We got 6 seconds left. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job, guys. So we've accomplished that workout. We are done. Make sure to stretch out afterwards too. It's very important to stretch out after all your workouts as well, so you're not super sore the next day, and that helps with not getting injured as well. But make sure to stretch. Just spend a couple minutes doing that after the workout's over with. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout video. Please comment on here, like it, share it. Please, I would appreciate that. I would love to get other tips and feedback that you guys have of other exercises and workouts that you want me to talk about and focus on. Make sure to follow me on all my social media channels, and I will see you guys next time.